Hello there, and thank you very much for opening up this video. I really do appreciate it. Now, like me, you are probably a little bit annoyed about the antics or the activities of London Mayor Sadiq Khan. And like millions of people across the country, whether you live in London or not, you want to see him out of office. Now, today I'm going to give you a very simple, very peaceful, very legal method to basically remove him from office, and you can't get into trouble for it. Okay, and it doesn't involve attending the protest that's occurring in May of this year. You're welcome to attend it, but there's no need to. There's a simple. Today I'm going to talk to you about the very legal method and an alternative to ultra low emission zones and other things that you can do. So what is this very safe, very legal method that doesn't put you at any risk of to help, well, to actually remove Sadiq Khan from office? It's very simple, 3 words: vote him out. It's that simple. The London mayor elections occur in May of this year. So what I'd like you to do is go below and you'll see a link to the government's website where you register to vote. It is absolutely imperative that on seeing this video, you register to vote. It's basically that simple. And on the day, you wake up early, you go to your local polling booth and you vote. Now, under British law now, you have to have photographic identification in order to vote. I think that's a great idea. I live in a student area, and students are notorious for voting in multiple areas. In fact, when I was a student, one of my colleagues openly and brazenly admitted to voting in 7 different constituencies using multiple permutations and combinations of his middle names to help Labour get in. He openly admitted it, and he got away with it. He's now gone back to Pakistan, so nothing can be done. So, but that just shows you how easy it is. I personally think the Indian system's better, where basically on voting, well, what happens is you've got to prove that you're eligible to vote, and once you've voted, they put a indelible mark on your thumb that lasts for 2 weeks, so you can't vote more than once. Best system I've ever seen. Now, that on top of that, I put a link below to getting government ID in order to vote. So if you haven't got a driving license, if you haven't got a passport, get yourself free government ID. It doesn't cost you anything. It's really easy to get. Now, in terms of reasons why getting Sadiq Khan out, commonest reason is ultra low emission zones, and people. There is some talk of introducing driving charges or pay per mile. It's a ludicrous idea because I'm going to give you 3 solutions to this, which have been implemented very successfully abroad. If you look below, you'll see a link to the system that they've got in New Zealand, which is basically called the walking school bus. Have you ever noticed how much less traffic there is when the schools are closed? Of course you must have done. Wouldn't it be lovely to have that all year round? I don't mean close the schools. What they do in New Zealand is for a class of 30, they get 4 adults to go to the first kid's house, pick them up. Then they walk to the second kid's house, pick them up, and so on and so forth. Okay, and they repeat the journey on the way back. Now, for a school year, for a class of 30, that's up to 12,000 car journeys stopped or avoided. So you think about it, there's less traffic, there's less congestion, there's less pollution. Okay, the kids get stronger, fitter, healthier. The community relationships are enhanced, and on top of that, the parents save money. What's not to like? It's absolutely fantastic because you get school holiday traffic at all times of year. In other words, the traffic is hardly anything. We should all implement that. The second thing, if you look below, you'll see a link to what they do in Luxembourg: free public transport for all. If they are absolutely serious about cutting down traffic pollution and things such as that, don't try and build people off the road. Give them free public transport. Now, back in the 60s, 70s and late 80s, Sheffield's buses were ridiculously cheap. They were heavily subsidised. And what used to happen is they used to charge £1 a week in your rates, but basically, guess what? An all-day ticket was equivalent to about 5 pence a day, and the average bus journey was 1 or 2 pence. Make them really cheap. Now, what I'd like you to do is go below and you'll see a link to a government petition where we're basically asking for a referendum on ultra low emission zones and the like on the day of the general election. So that's what I'd like you to do. So please go below, take action, and let's get Mayor Sadiq Khan out of office. Thank you very much for your time. I'll speak to you soon. But goodbye.